Well, like everybody out there, we played with Hot Wheels when we were little, right? So we've got a big Hot Wheels surprise coming to this Suburban. It doesn't even know what it's in for. But let's show them.
So these are United Pacific. What are they, Peterbilt?
I think they're off of Peterbilt.
They're 6-inch side pipes. So, that's how big it is. Like, I can fit my whole hand inside that side pipe. So we're going to put this on that truck, and it's going to look something like this.
The cool part is this is our plan. I'm saying we're going to Falk it up this way, but you know, we might run into some problems. But we're going to have a cutout with a Y on it, and with the cutout closed, it'll go through a muffler and then back through the side pipe. But then when we open up that side pipe, we're going to get all 766 horsepower coming out of that 5-inch pipe with no mufflers.
Come look out how this looks.
So this is our idea, and this is just cool because to us,
it's a Hot Wheels.
This is a Hot Wheels. When that thing is just going to be hanging off the side of it, that is Hot Wheels. Now I know there's probably a bunch of you out there that are going to hate it, but it is going to be the coolest thing, and we think it looks awesome. So if you don't like it, you can suck our tailpipe.
We also are planning on, I don't know if this is going to happen. Like we said, we are running in way too much problems. But we're also thinking about giving a little more rake in the front end. Will it happen? Probably not, but it will eventually give it that true Hot Wheels, just like jacked up stance.
But see, the rake is a whole nother problem.
Yeah.
So we got another problem.
About this.
In the rear end, it looks like due to one of the problems we had a long time ago when we first got this thing, the rear end has shifted over to the passenger side somehow. Like maybe the pins are bent or broken or something. But one problem we did find is our leaf spring bushings are completely worn out. The driver's side is like up against the frame. So that's another thing we got to fix. It's like, I mean, come on.
Yeah, but that we can still drive that on Power Tour, so that's the least of our worries.
At some point, we got to stop finding stuff we overlooked.
Will the stamps be done on Power Tour? Maybe not, but we're going to get the stamps on this thing soon. The stamps we want.
Before Power Tour.
I don't know.
But here's the key. This is how we know we're going to make it to Power Tour, because this part's done.
Yeah, but look, the other thing is how nice the inside is.
Oh, the inside's all...
I got the inside back together where we had to rip it all back apart.
Yeah, the inside's all good.
Inside's done.
Look, so we fixed our... well, you can't really see it.
You can actually use the parking brake now.
Well, now you can, I think. But that parking brake was up against our speaker pod.
So you can never engage
on the last Power Tour, so we couldn't even use it. So
we fixed that.
Took that out, welded it, cut it, fixed it all up nice. So.
Oh look, and look, this door shuts.
Ta-da!
We gotta do some touching up right there.
Yeah.
This is what happens when you don't fix your bushings.
This is last year. That was rushing to get things done. And we got another one down here at the bottom down here. And the other thing we got is all this trim has to be leveled back out because we finally got everything where 100% of our body lines are straight now. So that's all cool. We didn't have the doors on straight because we had like 2 hours to put the doors on.
The only way to get to the front door hinge bolt is you got to rip the whole front end back off.
Which we've done.
We've not here anymore. It's over there in piles.
When we put this thing together last year, we had it all painted and we're doing final assembly, trying to get the doors and fenders and stuff to line up. And we realized all the body bushings were bad. So we should have already thought about that, but we didn't. So at the time we just stuck it all on, and what ended up happening is we had doors that were on at 45-degree angles somehow. I don't know what we did.
Still don't know how we got the fenders to line up with the doors.
I have no idea how we had anything on it. But our doors, you had to slam them all Power Tour, so we got all that.
Tearing up the paint too.
Yep, we got all that fixed. But now the fenders won't go on.
The fenders, I have no idea how we had them on. They will not line up worth a crap. I don't even know.
So body bushings are on the way.
So I think what somewhat went wrong is when we redid the core support, I put new bushings there because it was already apart. We didn't redo anything else, and I've heard that messes. Everyone's saying it gives you the same problems we're having. Is that true? I don't know.
The body bushing where we're standing has about that thick. What is that? That's maybe half an inch, right? About half an inch of body shop shims stuffed in it to get it somewhat. I don't know what they were trying to do. But anyway, they've been in there a long time. They're all rusty and nasty. So we really can't do anything else to this till we get those in. Subscribe to us. There's not enough of you out there subscribing to us.
And like.
He's getting really upset about nobody liking our videos.
Oh my God, really?
Every video he's like, only 20 people liked our video. So if you could hit that thumbs up, that would be extra cool. Extra cool. It's our complete front end. They should be over there on that truck. But guess what? It's not. There's a four-wheeler that I decided to take apart in the middle of it all. How much more fucked up can you get than that? Yeah, so this bumper mod is pretty cool.
This is our original 79 bumper. That was just a regular bumper, and we had all that overheating problems, and I was like, I need a bigger transmission cooler. So I went on Summit, bought like a decent transmission cooler, was gonna tuck it under the bumper, and then while I was trying to do that, you were just like, hey, what if you cut...
Me?
Yeah, you.
Or these people?
Not those people, you. You're like, hey, what if you cut the license plate out and put the transmission cooler in,
and check this out,
the bumper.
Look how cool that looks.
And we got the nice Durelli Performance cooler right there.
Is it Durelli or Derail?
I think it's Derail something. I don't know. Sorry, I don't know.
It's pretty cool.
It's got the fans on it.
Got the fan switch right there.
Got all the lines already plumbed. We just got to hook all the wires up. But I think this is pretty neat. It's definitely going to be cool enough. It said it was going to have like 125,000 BTUs, and to put that into comparison, like a normal auto parts store one only makes like 25,000 BTUs per hour. So this is much bigger, should cool off our transmission, especially all that airflow that's going to get. Probably one of the best fabrications I've done on something. So
it does look pretty cool.
It looks even better on the car.
And look, official long hauler. That's what we're going for all over again.
Well, this time having fun.
But this time we're going to have more fun, not be as tired, because we're not going to be last minute getting this thing together. Or will we? Can't think of anything else big we did other than we got these really cool, awesome headers on. Transmission's been rebuilt. That should be good.
Put a coolant overfill bottle in.
Oh yeah, we got coolant overflow bottle.
Yeah, one of them on Power Tour last year.
Coolant overflow bottle right here. You can see it right there.
Oh, and the other thing we put in was, remember our drive shaft ate itself? We finally put in that drive shaft that I had custom made. That thing is cool. It is light as crap. It's a long drive shaft, but I can hold and balance it in one hand. It is that light.
I think you're full of it on that, but anyway.
I've done it.
He says he's done it. I don't think he's done it.
It's carbon fiber. It's cool. It's light.
So the other problem we had was alternator belts heating themselves. So we got our spacing correct on our alternator. But we still have a problem on our bracket. We got to grind on that a little bit to make it where we can change those belts on the road. But these pulleys are lined up. And how did we line up these pulleys? We actually used the piece that I use for lining up my sights on my guns. It's a little laser shell that goes in your gun.
They should make it as a car part for doing that.
We put it in the V-groove and shot
the laser, and it tells you where it is.
Straight across to the next pulley.
It's like meant for that.
Yeah, it was great. So, good idea if you're
if you have that tool.
Yeah,
in the guns
you have
and the
one
cars.
of those. But here you go. Here's this nice header, so you can see, like, this is our spark plug wire that we had on the other ones. We're gonna make them. They need to come out the top at a 135 degree angle.
This Power Tour, we had extreme problems with our oil pressure sensor. It would not read worth a crap. One time you're running 60 PSI, and next time you step on the gas, you're running 0 oil pressure. I don't know, we had oil pressure all the time. So after careful research, we figured out that modern oil pressure sensors want you to mount it not on the block, but away from the block. And so we have done that. I have moved the oil pressure sensor up here with an AN-3 line. I've added a little analog gauge, so that way if our digital gauge doesn't work, we got a nice analog.
Plus it kind of looks cool.
Plus it looks cool. But that should fix that. They were saying that it's heating up the internals on the oil pressure sensor, and that's why it was reading wrong.
Whoa, and the other thing is it was right beside the header.
It was right beside the header, and that was the only place Blueprint engine really had it that would work for us. So I've just moved it up here, should be out of the way. Shouldn't have any more problems, and if we ever need to change it again, it should be an easy change.
Last power tour, we left here and I was like, man, it feels like we don't have any rear brakes. But everything got so messed up we didn't even check. But it ended up, we had no rear brakes because our hub seals were leaking. Rear brakes were covered in rear end grease, big mess. We got all that cleaned up. We actually ended up buying new hubs because the original 1979 hubs were just marred all up where the seals went. So we think they would have leaked anyway. But while we had them, the rear end apart, we got some brand new, custom made, extra strong Moser Engineering axles made for this thing. These things are humongous. They're heavy. They will not break. We will break something else when we do a burnout, but not these axles. I'd also like to say thank you to Ray for getting us our brand new Falk'D up garage sign for our shop. So thank you for that. That was a Christmas present. And thank you to the other Ray for hanging it up for us.
Got a lot of Rays working around.
We got a lot of Rays around here. Anyway, will we make it to Power Tour?
No one knows.
Most likely, because when things are down, we usually get it done. And last year, we were down to the last final hours when we had to leave getting this thing out of the shop. So we are much further along.
Yeah, but the problem is we're much further along, so we're going to worry about it as much until the end.
We're going to miss most of this next week because you will see us going on
An adventure.
a new adventure. We have to go to a meeting, a business meeting in Florida. So along the way, we got a couple stops. So we're going to surprise you with them. We're going to take some video, hopefully get some good footage. And we actually are right now working on the Corvette that we're going to take on that. Because
we can't work on the Suburban.
yeah, but the Corvette has to be fixed or we can't take it.
Yeah.
So we leave Friday or Saturday, and that car has to be done.
It's a week. We got a week.
Yeah, we got plenty of time. So anyway, we'll see you next time with some good stuff